Welcome to Madrid Pulse, your go-to destination for all the breaking news, in-depth analysis, and exclusive updates around Real Madrid. If you're passionate about Los Blancos, make sure you stay tuned and never miss a beat of the action. The football world is once again in shock as reports emerge that the Saudi Pro League is preparing a jaw-dropping $350 million bid for Real Madrid star forward Vinicius Jr. The bid, which would obliterate all previous transfer records, is not just a signal of intent. It is an outright declaration of power from Saudi Arabia's football project. According to sources close to both the club and the player, the offer has been formally acknowledged by Real Madrid, who have internally set this astronomical price tag for the Brazilian superstar. The move is said to come at a time when relations between Vinicius's entourage and Real Madrid are not at their strongest, with contract negotiations and personal disagreements lingering in the background. Vinicius Jr., who has grown into one of the most electrifying forwards in world football since arriving from Flamengo in 2018, has been pivotal for Real Madrid in their recent successes. From title-winning goals in the Champions League to consistent performances in La Liga, Vini has earned his place as one of the club's cornerstone players. However, the offer from Saudi Arabia could turn the football transfer market on its head. The staggering $350 million fee proposed by the Saudi Pro League is not only nearly double what Paris Saint-Germain paid for Neymar in 2017, it also raises a fascinating question. If Vinicius is worth that much today, how much would a prime Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo have fetched? To add more fire to this extraordinary development, sources claim that Saudi Arabia would be willing to offer Vinicius a salary package worth over $1 billion per year. That's not a typing error, a $1 billion. This figure isn't just unimaginable, it's revolutionary. It completely eclipses the deals given to Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar in recent years. In fact, the deal would be almost 4 times what Al Nassr pays Cristiano Ronaldo, and several times higher than the combined endorsements and salary Messi earned during his peak years at Barcelona and PSG. So let's turn the clock back a decade. Imagine the same Saudi-backed project existing in 2014 or 2015. Cristiano Ronaldo, then in the middle of his Real Madrid reign, was delivering 50-plus goals a season, winning Ballon d'Ors, and capturing Champions League titles. His global brand value was unmatched. His fitness levels were at a superhuman level, and he was easily the most marketable athlete on the planet. Would $500 million have been enough for Real Madrid to even consider selling him? Possibly not. But if we base valuation on Vinicius being priced at $350 million in 2025, a prime Cristiano Ronaldo would likely command a transfer fee of $600 million or more. As for Lionel Messi, who during his peak at Barcelona was redefining the sport with his vision, dribbling, and goal scoring, his price could arguably have been even higher. Messi wasn't just a player, he was an institution. The Argentine generated more than just goals and assists. He moved economies. From ticket sales and TV ratings to shirt sales and sponsorships, Messi's presence transformed clubs and leagues. If the Saudi Pro League existed in its current form during Messi's golden era, an offer in the range of $650 to $700 million would not be far-fetched. His salary might well have been above the $1 billion mark too, matching or even exceeding what Vinicius is being promised now. The truth is, we're entering an era where the traditional transfer market logic no longer applies. The Saudi project isn't simply about football, it's about sports washing, soft power, and creating a new global football axis. And in this context, Real Madrid setting Vinicius Jr.'s price at $350 million is not just a valuation of a footballer, it's a statement. The club knows what Vinicius represents both on and off the pitch. He is not only their present but also their future. And with Kylian Mbappe arriving and Endrick waiting in the wings, the forward line is expected to dominate world football for years. But letting go of Vini, even for a historic price, would be a seismic decision. For now, the deal remains speculative. No formal agreement has been signed, and Vinicius himself has not publicly commented on the situation. But if the Saudi Pro League truly does put that $350 million on the table, Real Madrid will have a very tough decision to make, and the football world will have to reassess its understanding of value in this new, financially explosive era. Real Madrid appeared set to secure the services of one of the brightest young prospects in Europe, Moroccan wonder kid Abdellah Ouazane. However, despite the optimism surrounding the deal, the entire operation is now shrouded in uncertainty as Real Madrid have suddenly put the transfer on hold. The unexpected pause has raised eyebrows, especially considering how close the deal was to being finalized. The 16-year-old attacking midfielder, widely regarded as one of the most technically gifted talents in the Ajax Academy, had already arrived in Madrid on Monday. All indications suggested that the deal would be finalized swiftly. Ouazane was reportedly ready to put pen to paper. The documents had been drawn up, and the player had already undergone a medical examination. Everything was in place for the move to go through, but Real Madrid unexpectedly stalled at the very last moment. According to a report from Diario AS, the holdup may be related to something uncovered during Ouazane's medical tests. Although the club has yet to confirm any such issue publicly, sources close to the negotiations have said that the hesitation might stem from concerns flagged during the medical checks. This has led the club to refrain from having the player sign his contract immediately, preferring instead to review the situation in greater detail before making a final decision. Ouazane's agents have acknowledged that Real Madrid have asked for more time and are expected to make a conclusive decision on Thursday. However, they have also stated that if the club does not proceed with the signing, they will explore other offers. The young midfielder is currently a free agent after his contract with Ajax expired, meaning that he is free to sign with any club without a transfer fee, increasing his appeal across Europe. Given the uncertainty now surrounding the Real Madrid move, his representatives are likely to begin exploring those other avenues unless a firm commitment is made. Real Madrid had moved swiftly to try and secure Ouazane after his standout performances at the Under-17 African Cup of Nations, where he represented Morocco with distinction. He was one of the standout players for the Atlas Eagles, playing with maturity well beyond his years and catching the eye of scouts across Europe. His technical prowess, vision, and creative spark in midfield have led many to believe he could develop into a top-level player in the coming years. Despite being born and raised in the Netherlands, Ouazane opted to represent Morocco at international level, following in the footsteps of several dual-nationality players who have chosen their heritage over their country of birth. He has already earned 15 caps and scored 4 goals for Morocco's Under-17 national team, further proving his value on the international stage. The original plan for Ouazane was to sign a 3-year deal with Real Madrid and join their Castilla side, where he would be coached by former Madrid right-back Álvaro Arbeloa. The club viewed him as a long-term project, one that could potentially make the leap to the first team with time and proper development. Arbeloa's Castilla side has increasingly become a proving ground for young stars, and Ouazane was expected to continue his growth there despite being only 16. The delay in the signing could open the door for other European giants to swoop in. Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona have both shown interest in the midfielder in recent months, while Ajax themselves were desperate to retain him before he chose not to renew. His availability as a free agent makes him an attractive proposition for several top clubs who are always on the lookout for elite young talent. For now, the future of Abdellah Ouazane remains in limbo. Whether he becomes a Madridista or moves elsewhere will likely be determined within the next 24 to 48 hours, as Real Madrid take a closer look before making their final call.